football trophies are sacred. From spittoons to axes, symbols of animosity and history between two programs. And today, one of the more obscure trophies at stake for the hotly contested Illinois. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Buckeyes will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Illinois' offense is on the field for the first time today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster, the crowd noise feel...
There he goes! They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Illinois lining up quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make them punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This rivalry more than a century old, with the Buckeyes dominating most. Guys.
And just think about that. All this time, these Ohio State and Illinois fans have been talking about and looking forward to this rivalry. To your point, absolutely. Ohio State, more often than not, has been on the winning side of it. In Illinois now, maybe they're going to be trying to create a little new trend here.
Yeah, try to get some mojo. Try to get some momentum on their side. Try to change this rivalry. And listen, it starts one at a time, right? Like the old coaches speak, we got to throw out those records from 100 years ago. They don't matter. Let's dominate today.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end now in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Kelly. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He'll try the left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Ohio State's offense has the ball for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
To the air on 2nd down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
It's simple, but it's not easy. You know, you miss on these throws and you see the ball not go near the wide receiver, but a lot of times it has to do with the bottom half of a quarterback. And are his feet set where now
he lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Rides the back and leaves it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The trophy that the Buckeyes and Illini play for, the Illibuck, guys, is a giant wooden turtle.
Imagine that, man. You're having to put your trophies in a water tank and feed it. It's probably the only trophy that ever had that ability. It's incredible. It was nurtured. Maybe a little bit different story now, David, but that is pretty cool history, Reese.
Yeah, and I guess you really only need one turtle every 100 years, so the trophy's not expensive. I guess you just got to take care of it, and every year you pass a living animal. That's why they changed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. The give to the back. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. Got his man. Hits the accelerator to the right. The 20. 10. Touchdown Buckeyes. Once he got some room, it was over.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a first down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Slings it downfield. Complete downfield. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You don't see a lot of quarterbacks with this type of speed. We already know this guy can hurt you throwing the football, but it's his legs. It's his speed that just gives this offense a completely different dynamic.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They've been gashed by the proverbial buzzsaw. Now to try to find a way to fight back into this game. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period.
He's brought down at the 18-yard line. 3rd down.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Kelly. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical third down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team, is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently, and he's going to have to do it when the defense knows he's about to throw it. And that's exactly the situation right here. Third down in the red zone. The quarterback has got to step up on this next play.
They'll move the tight end. They go to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the run, it's Kelly. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually...
Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Snags it over the middle. Still on his feet. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wants to go up top. catch in the middle. It's Chambers. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. On target over the middle. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all of them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together.
There he goes. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the timing just a hair off.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.
And he fires a bullet to the tight end. He gets a paw on it, but he couldn't get it in. He couldn't bring it in. What happens with tips and overthrows, defenses usually take advantage. They do here, and they get the big INT.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the back. He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Chambers. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line is set on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that... after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
His drive will open from the 15. They send the tight end in motion. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. And it's his 4th interception of the game. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
49, Illinois, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Neal. I know he thinks he can house every... But sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Now on first down from the 28. From the gun, running back gets the give. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes. Ball up to the 32. Illinois right back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. Wide open spaces. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
First and goal, Illinois.
He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Bringing the heat. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half. When you got to have it, execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Trying to get the edge on the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Illibuck is on the line, and already Ohio State and Illinois have given us some stirring moments.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And here's the return. And the returner will be dragged down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. First down, 10 yards to go. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Durant. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Hardy. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Buckeyes are on the move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying play action. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Makes the catch. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Buckeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the red zone, looking for a man. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Fighting Illini pinned deep in their own territory, trying to find some breathing room on first down. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff from the gun. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Bettis. Throws to the tight end. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. All wideouts, no backs. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Buckeyes starting to pull away from this one, and Illinois is in trouble.
First of all, we all know Ohio State's the more talented team. Every time they play, Illinois knows that going into. They need things to go right. Not everything going right in this rivalry game. The wheels are starting to come off on them.
Yeah, you're right, David. In this game, this is really Illinois' national championship. Ohio State's expected to win, but you're never sure what their headspace is going to be coming into it. They came in here locked and loaded and focused, and they're showing it here in the 2nd half.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Creates a little space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He'll run it again. Got a little space. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Illinois now facing 3rd and forever. Dropping back, it's Bettis. Takes a hit as he fires. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Got his man downfield. He stopped him, forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Got his man on the right. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Looking downfield, it's Bettis. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Here we go. We can do this.
Gives it on the option. And some room to work. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Gonna run it, it's Hayes. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Illinois offense returns to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's a draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you could tell, all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they turn it into a defensive score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be a...
Turning it on! Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down. Wants to throw. It's Bettis. Zings it complete to the right. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your...
He tries to take the top off. Brings it down on the right side. Off and running. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Virginia is running away with this one right now, and you just know Cavman is loving this offense today. They're up by 18 over Stanford. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking downfield, it's Bettis. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the returner will be brought down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up tonight. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Gonna run it. It's Durham. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll run play action. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Back to pass, it's Bettis. Complete with conviction on the crosser. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Durham. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Hardly unusual. It is a trophy that many aren't even aware exists, but Ohio State will once again take home the 2nd oldest trophy in the Big Ten, the Yellow Buck. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA